Today, I wanted to share with you why repetition is the key to building trust and understanding in online businesses. So, if you are an online business owner, you've probably felt the pressure to always come up with something new, new ideas, new strategies, new ways to engage your audience. But here's the truth. One of the most powerful ways to build trust and understanding isn't constantly creating something new. It's actually better by repeating your core concept in lots of different ways, okay? And today I wanted to show you why repetition is the key to making your message stick and how it actually builds trust with your audience in a way that shiny new ideas never will, okay? Now, one of the first main points is that people don't always get it first time. In fact, I don't think anyone does. We always see things in different ways. And it's a known fact that people only take in 10% of the information that they see or hear. So unless they've heard from you before or seen you before, it's very unlikely they're going to get anything that you do first time. And let's be real. Just because you said it once doesn't mean to say that your audience fully understands it or that they weren't distracted. We need to understand that people are busy right now, and also that we're all bombarded with information constantly, which means that your message, even though it might be the right thing for them, might go one ear and out the other if you only share it once. I'm sure you feel the same way when you learn important new things. Now, repetition, I know it works. I used to have a Kumon Center. Look that up if you like. But I know that it works because it actually helps us to internalize any message that's coming through right now. So if we want to learn something new, we want to repeat it. So even if somebody heard your concept for the first, second, or the third time, it's very often that when it really clicks, it's when they've heard it a few times. Yeah. They'll finally get what you've been saying all along if you keep repeating it in different ways. Yeah. So that goes into the second part, using different angles and formats. Because repetition doesn't just mean saying the same thing in the same way over and over again. Yeah. It's actually about taking your core concept and then presenting it from different angles using different formats. We use the stealth strategy, okay, which I'd love to teach you. And for example, if your core message is about using video ads to fill the gaps in your funnels, you wouldn't just post one video about it and just move on. You'd make a quick tip about breaking down why video ads work. And then maybe we'd do a live Q&A about why most funnels fail without retargeting. And then we'd probably post a case study showing how one of our clients turned their funnel around with video ads. Yeah. We'd write down social media posts breaking down the most common mistakes people make with video ads, and so on. And the idea here is that every single piece of content reinforces the same core concept, but from a slightly different angle. And that way, our audience isn't just hearing it at once. They hear it in lots of different contexts, which actually helps them to fully grasp it. Now, why does this build trust and authority? Now, here's why repetition isn't just about understanding, it's also about building authority. Because when you consistently share your core message in different ways, it actually tells your audience that you know what you're talking about. It tells them that you're actually confident in your method. It also tells them that you're not just chasing trends, okay? It means that you're committed to one proven strategy. And people are far more likely to trust and buy from someone who has a consistent and clear message rather than someone who's constantly switching gears. And it's like the more they hear your message, as long as it aligns with their own goals, the more they're going to believe it and see you as the expert. So don't be afraid to repeat your own core concept. Say it again and again and again, just from different angles and in different formats. You're not being repetitive, you're actually being strategic, yeah? Now, if you're actually ready to learn how to make your message stick and build a consistent online presence with video ad strategies, ones that work, okay, we've got a system and a method for doing this for you where all you'd have to do is record the video. Okay, we do everything else for you. We work with you to create all of that. So I'd love to be able to help you craft your own message in a way that your audience cannot ignore and they'll never forget, and one you don't have to work too hard on